Hello, my friends, and welcome. We have some more liberal tears to sip on, so let's get to it. Let's do it.
Forget the debate. Go check out what the Supreme Court just did. Wiped out government regulations on everything from net neutrality to the EPA.
Okay.
We're owned by the corporations and the Republican Party now.
Straight up.
My children are going to live in hell.
Oh, gosh, yes. A beautiful hell.
I'm trying so hard to pull it together because I have to go into work. And I don't want any of the kids to know how
You're a teacher.
scared I am.
No reason to be scared.
Because how am I supposed to go in there and tell them to embrace who they truly are, to support people, to love people, to care about people?
Just say
to
that.
believe that they can do anything.
Just say that.
When tonight proved
That America...
that's not a reality.
That America won?
I don't know about you, but I was raised to be kind to people, to treat people like they deserve to be treated, to
Me too.
help those who are down, to not judge.
So what's the problem here?
And unfortunately, I just feel like every principle I was raised on isn't valued anymore.
Well, then something got twisted. Because I still feel that way.
The fact that I work in education, talking about like defunding the Department of Education, like getting rid of it.
Yeah. They should get rid of not get rid of it. They just need to shift it back to the states where it's a little bit more localized, because each state is different. Each state has different, needs or whatever from their educational system. And definitely get rid of the unions, the whatever you call them, the union teachers unions or whatever. It's not labor unions, I don't think. But anyways, the unions that are involved with education, they need to be out of the process completely. We have a real dummy down of our kids in this country over the last decade or so. And I don't think it's a coincidence. It's because all these libs are totally woven into the fabric of our educational system, and they're more concerned about teaching the transgender stuff and just all this crazy stuff now that they're trying to sneak into word problems and stuff. And I don't know, like Johnny has one penis and he cuts it off. So how many, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what? When I was growing up, Johnny just had a couple apples. Like, what's the deal?
I work also in mental health.
Oh gosh, you need some help in that area.
I have medical things that can make pregnancy really complicated for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that.
And for the first time,
Not good.
I'm actually scared.
Why?
And I'm normally not somebody who's like that.
Well, that's
But I'm
good.
getting on here. I hate crying on the internet, but I'm getting on here because I know I'm not alone.
I actually think that if Trump wins this election, I'm actually going to crash out for real. I'm actually going to lose my mind. I might have to take a week off from everything. I'm going to have to lock myself in my house. I'm already freaking out. Guys, I'm scared.
You need a blink.
I'm really freaking scared. I don't like this game. I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to play this game anymore.
So sad.
So,
Yeah.
we've been attacked.
We have? What? What?
And
Yeah.
we're responding.
Why are you whispering? What's going on? Are you in danger? Blink once.
We cannot
Yeah.
let the orange trader
Yeah.
deal with this.
Okay. What's going
This is truly
Yeah.
World War III
Not
if
yet.
Trump gets in office.
No. Actually, I mean, I don't know the future, but I think if anybody has a better chance, I mean, nobody does other than Trump, to stopping what has been escalating quite rapidly because of Biden's administration. I think Trump might be able to tamp things down a little bit, and get Putin to be like, oh, okay, maybe maybe we shouldn't start nuking everybody. And the Middle East already seems to be calming down a little bit. So, yeah, everything you're worried about, ma'am, is it's might be justified in your brain, but Trump will take care of it.
As in mass deaths.
Mask deaths?
We
What?
can't let this happen.
Mass deaths?
This is a message for Donald Trump on behalf of the 70 or so million Americans who voted for Kamala Harris. Prove us wrong. You knew damn well Haitians weren't eating people's pets in Ohio, but you said
That has actually been proven to be correct. I mean, maybe not so much the pets, but I guess that there's like certain holidays or something over in Haiti where, I mean, they do eat cats, and I think they eat dogs, but I mean, it's not like an everyday thing, right? But it happens. And, in America, there's a lot of stray cats and dogs, and, people let their cats out all the time. I mean, we've got a couple outside cats around in this neighborhood. I would never think of eating them, but that's not my culture, And I'm not saying that their culture is wrong or anything, but that has been proven that has happened. And I've seen pictures of a dude carrying I think it was a goose, like I guess it's a goose, right? Plural's geese. It was one goose from the local pond, and so whatever. Not saying they're horrible people. It's just a different cultural thing. But yes, Trump is totally right.
said it anyway to scare people. You gave us a Supreme Court that came after women's rights before you even knew what IVF stood for. You insulted Kamala Harris's intelligence after she beat your ass in a debate so bad your own vice presidential candidate had to tell you, don't worry, no one cares.
Well, it's not so much that Kamala beat Trump. It was that Trump was facing three people at the same time. And I mean, come on. Not very fair.
You tanked the border bill on purpose so you could run on anti-Hispanic racism. Your own...
No, he did not. To begin with, that bill would have let still like 1.5 million a year to get to legally pass through the border. I mean, illegally, but they'd just let them walk through, right? So that was one of the biggest things he was fighting against.
Economists will tell you that inflation has been flat for well over a year, but you...
Yes, but the inflation is it used to be at this level with Trump, and then it went to this level with Biden. So even if it's flat right now, which I don't think it is, but even if it's flat, it's still way higher than what it was with Trump. So you don't know what you're talking about.
You blamed Biden for it anyway, and you know that only a depression would bring prices back down. You know the GDP has grown faster under Biden over the last 4 years than it ever did on your watch.
Yeah, well, I don't know about the GDP, but I mean, I don't know about that. I'm not an expert, but there's no way that the GDP grew faster under Biden than it did under Trump.
You know that tariffs are going to blow up the household budget of every single middle-class family in the United States.
Trump had tariffs before he left office, and Biden kept all those tariffs. And guess what? You just said that inflation is flat, and the GDP has grown more under Biden than anybody else. So apparently tariffs do work. Checkmate.
But you lied about him anyway. And you know that it was your negligence and your mismanagement that resulted in your catastrophic loss in 2020, but you let your terrorist followers attack our capital anyway, resulting in 4 police officers getting hurt so bad they took their own lives. Well,
I have not heard that. That's the first time I've heard that. Usually they say that that a cop or somebody got killed at the insurrection, but that's not true. But I don't think. I don't think a cop got hurt so bad they ended up taking their life. That doesn't even really make sense. So I'd have to see some proof on that, my fellow American.
Congratulations. Just like in 2016, you're inheriting a booming economy that a Democratic president built. And just like in 2016, you're bringing a Republican House and a Republican Senate to back you up at every turn. The massive burden of running this country correctly is now in your lap. Are you going to f it up again?
No.
Or are you going to dare to actually prove us wrong and do something that is worth a shit?
So I just thought of something. Now that Trump has been reelected, what are we black educators going to do?
Nothing's changed. What are you talking about?
What's the plan? Because
there's no plan. Nothing's changed.
I'm not with the shits and giggles of Trump children. I'm not.
Oh, gosh.
And
then I think you need to get out of education right now, ma'am. Because if you hate like half your students, that's not going to bode well for either one of you.
Definitely not with the shits and giggles of Trump parents.
Oh, geez. Just get out.
His
get out right now.
election means more now. It emboldens them. It makes them brave. So, black educators who didn't vote for Trump, what are we doing? Because right now, I just don't give a fuck. I don't care.
I think you're worrying over nothing.
Before I didn't want to do it. Now I really don't want to do it.
So get out. What are you? Why are you even having this discussion?
MAGA-loving conspirators are ironically using Laken Riley's name in such a profoundly horrible way. Her death is nothing short of tragic. But these fools don't realize that they worship and have elected a rapist. The same type of man that murdered Laken Riley.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe she just said that. I don't know what to say. That is so false, so absurd, so disgusting. That man that killed Riley was an animal. He was in a gang. He was a freaking disgusting animal, and quite frankly, they should have given him the death penalty. I don't know why the U.S. taxpayers have to pay for him 3 squares a day for the rest of his life. They should have just sentenced him, taken him out back, and done the job. Sorry, maybe I'm just so totally insensitive, but give me a break. This young lady is really disturbed, and she really has her facts wrong. Wow. And she really has big ears. I'm sorry, but they're kind of big. Maybe wear your hair down.
They're also too blind to realize that they come from the same bloodline of immigrants that came to this land known as the United States of America and did the same thing by raping and murdering thousands of Native women.
Okay, so the dude that killed Riley came from South America. The Pilgrims, I'm pretty sure didn't come from Colombia or Venezuela. Pretty sure they came from England. So what?
What is the common denominator of Laken Riley's death? Men. Men would be the answer you're looking for. The worthless sack of organs that killed Laken Riley deserves nothing short of a long and miserable life.
Well, that is true, that he does. Well, actually, he deserves to be dead right now, but I guess that's another topic for another day.
And if it were up to me, he wouldn't breathe the same air as the rest of us. Men are the problem.
No.
Sorry, when did America become such a little bitch? I could have missed it in my 4 years of collegiate level history, but I thought we fought a fucking war over a minuscule tax raise on fucking tea. We said, fuck you, your tea and your tyranny.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I don't think most Americans are prepared.
I don't know if George Washington said F your tyranny at all. But he may have. I don't know.
Prepared to understand what is about to happen. Project 2025, now known as America First, is read like a fucking manifesto.
Oh, yeah.
Not only are our taxes going to continue to be horrible because of Trump's tax plan, just to save you a week and a half of reading a 900-page document, I'll just list off a few of the things that they're planning to fucking take from us.
Oh,
Department
okay.
of Education, gone.
Yes.
Social Security, cut.
No.
Medicaid, gone.
No.
Do you like birth control? Because they're planning to chip away at that too.
I don't.
Protections for
like it.
minority groups and workplace
It doesn't taste very good.
environments, gone. These are
Okay.
just a few of the things that they're planning to do.
Oh, but there's no way that encapsulates. Thank you. 900 pages. So I'm pretty sure you just don't really know what you're talking about.
On top of that, let's deport over half of our farming labor.
Oh, that's
Mass
racist.
Blanket tariffs on everything we import. And if you think we can encourage these companies to come here and be local, you're f***ed up in the mind.
Well, he's going to lower the tax rate for the businesses, so it's going to be easier for them to bring the money from overseas back into America, which is actually going to be more money coming into the tax system, which is going to elevate everybody. So that was what happened last time.
Oh, I'll just buy locally. No.
Yeah.
What is made here that we don't import raw materials to make?
Lots of things.
Clearly our government is comfortable taking things from the people who pay for them to be in their places. And I look around every day and all I see since the election is people rolling on their backs like little bitches. In case you don't know what's happening in the world right now, I'll clue you in.
Okay.
The South Korean president yesterday declared martial law. Do you know what the South Koreans did? Thousands of them gathered to demand the arrest of the president. The Democratic Party was starting the process to impeach him.
Wait a minute. Did she say the North Korean president? It had to have been South Korea. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this, and I'm not exactly sure when this was happening. This is not happening right now.
And the very next day, he lifted martial law. Let's take a
Okay.
journey a little bit further north to Georgia. The Georgian Dream Party decided that they were going to suspend talks about joining the EU until 2028. I'm no
Okay.
expert on Eurasian history, but I could have sworn
My Asian history? No, I know what she's saying.
that Georgia used to be a part of the Soviet Union. And
Yes,
wait,
I
isn't
think
someone
so, yeah,
trying
that's
to bring
correct.
the Soviet Union back together?
One could say that, maybe. I'm not sure.
Last 5 nights, millions of people have been protesting in the streets. They've been gassed, fire hosed, and they're still protesting. So why the fuck are we sitting here like little bitches, watching our rights, everything that keeps this country together being taken away and doing nothing? Where are all the fucking macho men who puff their chests out, flying the American flag in their front yard?
What are you doing? Why aren't you getting out there and doing something if you're so tough and it's so important to you? Because I'm pretty sure you're not leaving that couch to do anything except complain.
Was it all just talk? Because that's what I'm seeing. Oh, that's right. You voted for a fucking dictator. You lost the plot. 200 years ago,
Yeah.
we set the example for the world
Yeah.
as to what we wouldn't tolerate.
Right.
And here we are.
Bringing freedom back to America. It rhymes.
Tolerating being fucked in the ass by our own government.
Oh gosh. These
What the
people.
fuck happened to us?
Okay, if any of you motherfuckers, when I'm out at the bars, be like, oh, this
Yeah.
bitch is trans,
Yeah.
before it was a cute little joke. but now our rights are on the line. So next time I hear you say, "Oh, she's trans," bitch, you getting your ass beat.
Why is that? Like, I mean, if you are trans and some guy says, "Oh, look, she's trans," or he's trans, why is that an insult? Why would you go and beat somebody up for saying that? They're just saying, "Hey, look, that person is transitioning," and you're gonna like go off on them? That doesn't make any sense.
You getting your ass beat the down. I'm gonna transition your teeth down your throat. We're gonna be trans together, honey.
That's clever.
Hey, TikTokers.
Hey.
Happy Sunday.
Oh, boy. Happy Sunday to
Walmart
you.
has announced that they are ending all DEI policies.
That was a couple weeks ago.
What does that actually mean? Well, the DEI policies were put into place because of discrimination.
No.
Not just toward people of color, but that was a high consideration. So they've announced now, since the Trump administration, someone must be pressuring Walmart. And other companies are also following suit.
Yes.
So what does that mean for us? Well,
it's because they're losing money. Then this woke hive mind is finally, the fever is starting to break, and they're finally realizing, maybe we need to, market to 95% of our shopping base instead of the 5% or 1% or whatever it is. It's they're losing money and they're finally starting to wake up. So I'm happy about it.
Well, what it should mean in anybody that has some decency is stop shopping at Walmart.
Oh.
I know, it's convenient. Okay. You can get everything there and the prices are lower. And
it is. I mean, it's a little far away from my house. I mean, not that it's super far, but we have local shops that are a lot closer. That's either here nor there. Let's get back to it.
Stop it. If you're a person of color, if you're actually anything but white, stop shopping at Walmart. And this is not just a...
So is that going to make it so that the lines are less for the white people? What? Is she trying to be sneaky here?
This is not just a problem for people of color. This is a problem for all of us.
Okay.
Because they're trying to reverse the rights of all of us if you're not a white male, actually. But typically, if you're white, you'll have more privileges. They're reversing everything, or trying to. Stop shopping at Walmart.
Oh, boy.
We have to be able to stand together and be able to hurt them where it really counts, which is their pockets. I know it's convenient. Walmart, they have everything. You can do this. You can get your nails done. You can do your banking. Stop it. There are other places that support the black community, the gay community. Find them. Look up these places that are not supporting you anymore and stop spending your money there. That's the only way that we're going to get them to stop doing this stuff to us. As long as we comply, they're going to push as hard as they can until they get exactly what they want. And with the new Trump administration, we're going back in time like you're never going to believe. I'm old enough to have seen all of this. So stop it.
Old.
Fine.
But there wasn't this kind of a movement when you were younger. No way.
To other places. Please. Let's get our shit together and get this country back. We have 4 years to start strategizing and put these people back in their place.
Oh, yeah.
So have a great Sunday. I love you all.
No,
Talk
you
to
don't.
you soon.
Well, why don't we just all shop at Walmart together? Because, we're all in it together. We're all in here in America. We all need to live together. I mean, shopping places shouldn't be discriminating against anybody. And with the DEI stuff, they actually were discriminating against people. So let's just go back to where everybody's welcome. regardless of who you are. Doesn't matter what color. Nobody cares about who you're having sex with. Let's just, buy some potato chips and pajama bottoms or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, I hope you liked that video. And if you do, please consider subscribing. Please let me know what you think down below in the comments. And yeah, and as always, we do now have merch. So check it out and, pick up a mug or something or a t-shirt. It's cool. All right. Well, until the next video, you guys have a great day. Stay safe and we'll catch you later. All right. Have a good day. Bye.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.